Alright, so I hit the live button. Yep, it works. Epic. Now I'm gonna start with the music. Turn it down a little bit. I don't know how loud that's gonna... Oh shoot, wait, oh. Hold on. There we go. Now it's good. Alright, so then I'll just go... Hopefully this works. Go over my videos, and then the music should still be playing. Yep. And then hop over to here. Oh shoot, well, cancel out the music. I'll just copy that because I'm sending the stream out somewhere else.
So when are you gonna continue changed?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe sometime this weekend after, like, Gabe and, oh shoot, I have to do that. Gabe and, Jacob and I are gonna do Pixelmon. So, yeah, we're gonna do that, and then I might try to do it this weekend.
That's just a Minecraft mod, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Minecraft mod that just adds.
I should really move Minecraft onto this laptop.
Yeah. It's definitely more freedom.
I don't play Minecraft as much as I want.
Yeah, neither do
I don't know why. It's because I'm a YouTube addict, and I usually prefer YouTube over everything else.
Yeah.
And as you can clearly tell, that can get in the way of projects I try to do.
Alright, so in chat we have Santiago Gaming Part 1 saying hi, possibly Doomsday Unwanteds. Hello everybody. Welcome. I'm here with my friend Sir Order.
Hello.
And I'm gonna just be drawing this weird thing. And with music. So I gotta get that back on. There we go. And shuffle on and then loop. Now we should be good. Right. Yeah, okay. Started things. So, anything we should try to talk about for this? Make any...
I got no flipping idea. So, what are you drawing again?
It's like that Halloween picture where it's like my angel devil character getting like grabbed by this thing popping up out of the ground.
Oh yeah, the vor shit.
Yeah. Yeah. My weirdness.
I mean, hey, I've never been one to judge anyone. I just let them like what they like, unless it's actually fucking illegal.
Yeah. Like, maps. Yeah, that's kind of my thing, too. I like certain things, like, I tolerate.
As long as it doesn't hurt anyone, I personally don't give a crap what someone else is into.
Yeah. It's like, there's certain things that'll just be like, wow, really? That of all things? That's disgusting. Sometimes I'll be like, that's disgusting, but if someone tells me they're into that, I'll just be like, oh, okay, that's...
Though there are some things I will draw
strange.
the line at because I find it disgusting, but still.
Yeah, same like me with...
I've gotten used to vor. I don't necessarily enjoy it, but I've learned to not really oppose anyone who likes it.
Yeah, I think that's a good mindset to have for anyone who, like, tells you that, hey, this thing I like is weird. Like, you just should never, like...
We've all got quirks to ourselves.
Yeah. Like, there's one...
Think of it like a watered-down My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
We've all got things that make us special.
Yeah. But, like, there's one guy, like, I won't say his name, but he's in a server that I'm in. And, like, I saw that he had an FA page, and I went to look at it, and there was some weird, like, and stuff that I found, like, really nasty on there. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to judge, but I don't really like this, so I'm not going to follow this person because I don't want this popping up in my feed. Like, that's just kind of my thing. Like, if they have stuff that I don't, like, tolerate as well, but, like, also don't judge, I still won't follow, or because I don't know if there's a way to turn off notifications from that specific person. I don't know if that makes me a jerk. I don't know. Alright. So, yeah, it's not... I don't know, it's a weird thing.
I'm sorry, in Cookie Clicker there's an upgrade called Child Labor?
Whoa.
For a factory.
Oh, God. Yeah.
What is with these types of... That's not the only time I've seen it recently. You ever heard of Frostpunk?
I don't think so, no.
Well, I've heard of it, and I'm actually slowly getting more interested in it. Imagine a timeline where the world gets completely frozen over and is just encased in snow.
Yeah.
Some people manage to get to the Arctic. You'd think that'd be the last place you want to go, but it just so happens to have a generator in it, a massive tower that can produce fire.
Ooh.
It is your job to help build the last city on Earth.
Cool.
With the help of that fire generator, and you get to sign a bunch of laws as to how you want this to go down.
Yeah.
There is one law about what you should do with children. You can either create children's shelters so they don't have to, so they can be protected as they are the future of humanity at this point.
Yeah.
Or you could just say screw it and have the little bastards work in mines.
I'm voting on protection for that one. Just saying.
And it's one of those games where where random like situations will pop up, like someone lost their family somewhere.
Oh.
You can get, if you sign that law, you can get some situations like a kid gets injured at work. You can either A, give him the rest of the day off, or scold him for how foolish he was.
Oh. Yeah.
You can either be a giant dick or a pretty helpful person. Or both. Also, you can sign a law that says all disputes can be solved in the arena. It's basically you do whatever you want with the last shreds of humanity there is. I mean, the ultimate goal is to survive, and the generator needs coal to function.
Yeah.
But still, it's just a bunch of virtual people under your command. Who's to say you won't, I don't know, suddenly destroy all the restaurants in the place and watch them eat each other.
Oh.
That's not something that can happen as far as I know, but... Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point you can get to a point in the game where you can just straight up kill people for trying to act out against you.
Oh, so North Korea. Or freaking any dictatorship. That's nice. Oh no. Shoot, I just got political. Oh no.
That and the music is pretty damn on point for this. It's atmospheric.
Yeah. Sounds cool. And on the cookie clicker thing, I found a creepypasta that was sort of based on it. except it was just called Fish Clicker. And it was like you had to... Yeah, it was similar to that, but you just had to keep clicking to get fish. But then there was like some kind of weird, like, cryptic story to it. I don't really remember what it was, because I listened to it like a month ago.
If you think Cookie Clicker is all innocent, you clearly haven't heard of the Grandma Apocalypse.
The Grandma Apocalypse?
Yeah, at some point in Cookie Clicker, you can get an upgrade that causes the grandmas... Because there's a thing you can get called grandmas to help bake more cookies. So at some point, they decide to start a mass revolution against you.
They rise up.
Exactly. And then you can sign a treaty in the upgrades menu.
It's funny. I always like games that take, like innocent things like that and then just make them like, oh yeah, let's have them start mass riots. Something
Oh,
like
it gets disturbing.
Oh, well, never. Oh.
The imagery all changes and it's getting a bit scary.
Oh.
Anyway, speaking of cryptic shit, you ever heard of the Trials series of games, those motorbike games?
I don't believe I have.
Well, Trials is a 2D biking game where...
Is it like one of those ones
that.
where you have to like do like the balancing thing? Like you can't just hold it down or else you'll lose balance or something like that?
I think, I don't know, it's just 2D, you could start, go, try not to land on your face.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, you gotta like let off the controls a little bit so you don't go like launching over hills or something like that.
But the thing is that inside Trials HD for the Xbox, there exists one of the most convoluted Easter eggs in gaming history.
Oh.
In a motorbike game.
They hide in the weirdest of places.
No, I mean, what I mean by convoluted is that there are various points in Trials that you can get to that will show you cryptic messages and various symbols. All of that culminating in the meaning of life. Like you get shit like references to Charles Darwin or Albert Einstein, to various like, you know, friggin' messages that tell you to go find that lead you to some random song that's actually Morse code that leads to a website full of weird images. That kind of shit. And it leads to the meaning of life, which is mankind's ability to answer questions or something like that.
Oh.
Because
cool.
all of it leads to, like, people who have answered giant questions before, like Charles Darwin.
Yeah.
And they did it again with Trials Evolution, where we're on the final clue right now with Trials Evolution, but no one alive is gonna see it because apparently the final clue will be under the Eiffel Tower and will be available at August 1st, 2113.
Oh. Wow, that's weird. Imagine they actually follow through with that. Somehow.
How the hell would they?
I don't know. Unwanted's just asking, have you heard of Coronation Day?
No.
What is Coronation Day? Hold on. It's gonna end up giving me like, oh, when is Coronation Day of the next queen or something? That's like, oh, maybe 90 years.
Oh, it's a Super Mario World ROM hack. I'm not privy.
It gave me just the actual what Coronation Day is. No, what Coronation Day is. It's the anniversary of the coronation of a monarch, the day a king or queen is formally crowned and invested with the regalia. It's like, well, I know that, but oh, cryptic messages. Yeah, I was thinking it was like a creepy sort of thing. And I'm starting to get into more creepypastas that are like completely subverting my expectations. Which is what stories are supposed to do, sort of. There was one that I just finished last night about a monster hunter and how he was like giving tips on how to survive certain monsters and how to kill them, like zombies and vampires, and like what they actually are. And apparently in this guy's story, like, zombies, when they bite you, it's just like, oh, you know, it might get infected, but like disinfectant will clear it right up. It's not like you'll turn. And like vampires aren't like Dracula type things. They're like completely like skin, like creepy, lanky, tall creatures with like beaver-like teeth living in caves and stuff. It's like, oh, this is really cool. This isn't even scary. This is just cool. And then it goes like a complete 180 being like, oh yeah, so this isn't a monster guide anymore. This is my story on how I met a thing called the Crier. It's like, oh, okay. And then it just...
A thing called the Crier?
Yeah, it's like a thing that like lets out like a crying noise in the woods, and that's how you know that it's basically just after you. It's like,
you ever heard of the... I think this was on r/NoSleep. I heard it from... Well, I once heard it from Mini Lad, but you know how I feel about it now.
Yeah.
But in r/NoSleep, there are a few tales of I am a forest ranger, and these are the things I have to deal with. Or like,
yeah, there's
it takes you basically are the guy telling is a forest ranger that talks of like like some random shit that happens to him while on the job.
Yeah, there was one of like
how he'll find just a random set of stairs just out in the woods.
Yeah. Oh,
like
Nicole's in the
immaculate
chat.
stairs, like you find in a mansion. But anytime he asks about them, the higher ups say just don't acknowledge them in any way.
Yeah. Nicole's in the chat, by the way. Hello, Nicole. Or Fallen. I don't... Well, this says her name in the username, so I don't... Alright. Anyway, hello, welcome. We're talking about creepy stuff. So, yeah. There was one about, like an Aussie bush something. I need to figure out what it's called. Aussie bush something? Bush man? I don't know what it's called. I really don't know it. Oh, wait. Oh, it's like a backwoods naturally developed. I have no idea what it was called. I work in Aussie. I really don't know what it was called. Shoot, I'm blanking. Working as an Aussie bush ranger. That's what it was called. And it was like, obviously like one of the forest ranger type things, but it was obviously set in Australia. And like it starts off with like this guy who's just bored with his job, and anytime he says something bad happened, he acts like super nonchalant about it. He's like, oh yeah, and then this girl gets like ripped apart by wallabies or something, or like some kind of creature from mythology in Australia. And then what's weird is like, what just happened to the music? Oh, just lagged. And like what's weird is they have that person come back like later and then ask like, hey, there's a car that's really that's really looks similar to mine. What's up with that? And then like it just gets weird, and then it ends with like this one of the rangers who committed a massacre at a children's birthday party. It's like, where did this come from? No. And like they all act like super like calm about it, or at the least bit like slightly concerned, because like he's telling the story. He's like, one guy's eating the birthday cake. He's like, oh, this is good. This looks good. What's in it? And he's like, oh, you know, just flour, eggs, arsenic. Yeah, and then he's just like slowly puts down the spoon and is like, okay. And then all the kids are like dead. And then he's like, the narrator apparently ate the cake and was fine. I'm like, what is the. What? This is concerning me now. I was expecting that to happen, but not in that horrible of a way. So yeah, that's the stuff I listen to. How about you?
Occasionally I'll do the same, but
Yeah. Anytime I tell my dad about some of these, like I don't tell him about the ones that are like crazy brutal. But anytime I tell him about it, I'm starting to think he's thinking I'm going insane. Or I'm gonna go insane or something. Like he caught me watching Dead by Daylight and was like, "This is horrible." And I said, like, I'm pretty sure this game isn't gonna make me into like some crazy person. He was like, it better not. Like you doubt me. God, this music just really stopped, huh? Shoot. I'll just go.
don't mind me. I'm just playing Cool Math.
Oh heck yeah! Cool Math is freaking awesome.
Cool Math is the shit.
Yeah. Wasn't there one called like Bob the Snail or something?
Oh yeah, Bob the Snail. I remember that.
I forgot like what the premise of it was. I know that like when you lost, some of the deaths were like really brutal. And it was one of those games that you'd like probably one of those games that you'd like sneak play in school. Or something like that. I remember there was a after school program where like you'd go and then like your parents would pick you up a while after school. And what's weird about it is that it was called SAC, which is a great name for like the acronym was SAC. And so I was actually like banned from using the computers because I was playing a mini clip game that was like the most innocent thing ever, but it had like the resemblance of a gun in it, like the content of a gun. And it's like, I know that obviously that's like really bad in a school setting, but it's like, it's a freaking kid's game. Kids games have gun. Oh, wait, where'd he go? Oh. Oh. You're back?
So sorry.
Okay. Did you not?
Yeah, that's a dumb thing that mobile VC really likes to do, is cut me out for some reason.
Yeah. So did you hear the thing I said about SAC, or was that different?
I heard SAC, but I didn't hear anything else.
Okay. So we had this after-school program called SAC, and I actually got, like, banned from using the computers because I was playing a game on Miniclip that was, like, about a robber or something. And I guess, like, the cops or something had a gun. Or, like, a little bit of violence. But if you got shot, you just get, like, those swirly anime eyes or something. And it would just say, oh, you failed, or something. And it's like, why would I get banned for that? I know guns are, like, a really terrible thing that should never...
You do not understand how seriously schools take, like, any form of gun.
Yeah, well, like, I know now, but back then it was like...
You fuck with any sort of that, you will get, like, a suspension at least.
Yeah. And, like, I think I remember one of my teachers telling me, like, I was showing her a drawing I did of, like, a joke about how slow zombies are. Where it's, like, two stickmen are, like, backed up against a wall. I drew, like, slightly disturbing stickmen zombies with, like, oh, they have limbs missing or something. And, like, bleeding a little bit. And then I showed my teacher this because I thought it was funny. This was in, like, 10th grade, and she was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on, but, like, you might want to be careful with the stuff like this, because, you could get, like, expelled. And I'm like, oh, did that? And, like, she explained how a kid who was, like, a really good writer, he wrote a part of a story that was a little bit brutal, And the school took that seriously, even though it was in a story, and, like, expelled him from the school.
You know, kind of made a sort of threat, like, you know, those type of things that you just say without any meaning.
Yeah, stuff like that. I did that.
And
too.
the what was it? The dean told me of like this one kid that took a pair of scissors, went behind someone, and like used the scissors to his own throat and mocked slitting it.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that is serious. That's serious.
He got expelled for that, even though he didn't mean anything.
Ah, okay. Well, I mean, like, stuff like that. If it's like
intentions don't mean jack shit.
Yeah, if it's like physical, like it's there, you can see what was done. That's serious. Like if it's like they have to take that stuff seriously. But if it's a video game, that they're just going off the friggin' boomer thing of, oh, video games equal bad. Video games are the cause of all evil in this United States. I am a good Christian man. We do not play games. It's like, that's stupid.
I heard that one kid in some other school got expelled because he made an accurate replica of his school in a shooter game, and
oh dear God,
the school saw that as a shooting threat. Immediately expelled him. I think even called the cops.
Yeah,
even though he meant nothing by it. He was just showing off how well he can make levels.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nicole asked in chat, what music are you playing? I just have a playlist of random music. Right now it's the main theme of Animal Crossing New Horizons. But the last one was Plants vs. Zombies Ultimate Battle. Like the last music disc thing. Or the last music track in the game. It's just filled with a bunch of Nintendo music and stuff like that. But yeah, about it. So yeah, schools are like really serious about stuff like that. This was a weird thing. So I go to Pankow every other day for TV and broadcast media. And this like legit made me a little concerned, but I didn't tell anyone because I thought it was just a weird, I thought it was like a special kid sort of thing, like not to make fun of that person. But she like came up to us while we were filming, or like not up to us, just like obviously distanced. But she said stuff like oh, I'm a kill so-and-so teacher over and over again, looking straight at us. And we just kind of like looked and we're just like, oh no. And I had no freaking idea what to do. Like, what the heck? What do you do when someone says that? Other than obviously tell, but I don't know why I didn't know the girl's name. So that might have been one of the reasons. But that was like, that's something that they should take seriously. It's like understandable, but still some of the extents are not great.
Going off of someone saying they're gonna murder someone, there's a game on Cool Math that's literally just the avian OWO thing.
OWO. I need to.
The avian version of that, OVO.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, there's a game literally just titled that.
Yeah. Yeah, we got colon V3 in chat saying hi, hello, welcome. Drawing things. So yeah, alright. Yeah, so the Halloween update for TF2 came out. Scream Fortress, I forgot which one it was. But I've tried playing some of the game modes, which are usually just the stock game modes, but just with added stuff. So like you'd have King of the Hill, but Monoculus shows up and everyone has to truce at a random point in the match. Which is really weird because I'm about to get a kill. Like if you're about to get a kill, you shoot like the last shot and all of a sudden Monoculus has appeared, truce. And then like the shot does nothing That's like the most freaking like cuck thing in that game. It's like, no, I wanted that. I wanted it. And you stole it away from me. Yeah, I don't really like that part of the Halloween update. But like the theming and stuff is pretty cool.
I haven't played a Halloween mode in TF2 in God knows how long. The only thing Halloween, I only have like a few hats related to it because I put in a command to give me all the achievements accidentally.
Oh, yeah. Oh, accidentally.
Yeah, I didn't realize what it did until I did it.
Oh. Yeah, I like to go for all the achievements, or at least attempt. But like I saw a video showing how to like cheat that. I was like, no, I don't wanna.
And then I straight up just, God, how loud can this thing get?
Cookie clicker? Or
no, like every other
right.
game is like 12 decibels louder than it should be.
Oh yeah, those games are like that sometimes. It's really weird. Like they're always like the do you remember like the Papa's Pizzeria games?
Funny you should say that. I'm playing the Scooperia right now.
Oh, that's the ice cream one.
Yep.
There's so many of them. I forgot what most of them were. I know there's Pizzeria. I know there's like a sub one. I know there's like a smoothie one.
It all follows the same plot. You get scammed and are forced to work in one of the many shops that this Papa bitch runs.
Yeah. There's I'm trying to think of like what other ones there were. Other ones that I played actually. There was like a bulldozer one, or like a crane game where you had to go through these levels with like a magnet crane. And then like you had to carry a crate, and if you did something wrong, you just flat out explode. Because like if you got stuck in a door and like your crane, like if you were on an elevator and your crane part got like caught in the middle of like the elevator and the floor next to you, you'd like glitch out and then just flat out explode. And then you could even like completely just blow yourself up, which is like, it was a fun puzzle game. And then there was I'm trying, yeah, these are all like leaving me. I don't remember some of them. I remember the concepts, I just don't remember what they were called. But yeah, there's Mini Clip was also a good one. There was like Man versus Monster, which was banned in school for guess why? Gun, pixel gun.
It's like, what are you talking about? Sorry, I was focusing on making cookies.
Okay. I was talking about a game on Mini Clip called A Man versus Monster.
Mini what?
Man versus Monster.
No, Mini Click?
Yeah, Mini Clip.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. Like, I think that's where like this one pool game came from that I never understood, because it's pool. But I guess it was like online or something. But yeah, this game, Man vs. Monster, was really fun. And like, you get the choice of playing as like a man, like a human, like soldier, and you can like run around in a sort of open world, like enclosed city, and shoot at like these giant monsters that are attacking. Or you could play as the monster and destroy the town while trying not to get killed by the civilians and soldiers. But like, the school freaking, of course, hated it. Because, oh, little tiny pixel man has very undetailed gun, and that is a threat even though they're shooting monsters only. And there's a little bit of pixelated blood, so what? Oh, because that's a huge threat to the school.
Schools just go hard on this shit.
Yeah, it's like I understand the reason why, but again, some of them are a bit weird. It's like it just,
something I don't remember being on here is Pop Tropica.
Pop Tropica is on Quomath?
Yeah, it's right here.
Why? That's not. Oh, I actually played Pop Tropica like last year.
I remember playing it and don't remember much.
Yeah. I'd have to keep remaking my character because I never saved a password. Just like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that because it's Pop Tropica. It's not like it was Club Penguin. Club Penguin was fun. I know there was like, apparently there's like stuff that, like I know Disney discontinued it like 3 times. Like, I don't remember if there was like anything like really awful that came out about it. I'm pretty sure there was something.
How many Fireboy and Water Girl freaking games are there?
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of those.
60-second burger runs there, big tower, a little tiny square.
World's Hardest Game. That was a fun one. Or a weird one. Okay, gotta ignore that. Remind message.
Logic games. I remember all of the Bart Bont games.
Bart Bont?
You know, like red, green, the color things that he made. I think he made the Factory Ball one.
Oh. I don't. Some of these I don't remember. I don't know. It's because these were like 7 or 8 years ago now. I haven't really played them since.
Neither have I. Oh, Sugar's here.
Sugar?
You know, where the sugar's falling
from
the comma.
Oh, yeah, that one. That one was good. I like that one.
I also remember that weird time where Papa's whatever-ria decided to go with a 2D action side-scroller.
Oh.
Papa Louie.
That's weird.
Yeah, you beat the shit out of food.
Yeah. That's probably just pretty much like just burger time, but Papa's Pizzeria.
Papa Louie 2, when burgers attack, followed by Papa Louie 3, when Sundays attack.
That.
These guys aren't very creative with names, you can tell that.
Yeah, not really. God, I hate how I draw bodies. What the heck is that? Hey, one thing I've come to notice about the internet is that nobody can take a joke. It's like everyone's like a lot of people are physically incapable of taking a joke.
It's most things, unfortunately.
Like there was a thing that came out about Chris Pratt who made a joke about like how people prioritize like stupid things. Like he was making a joke, like he was in the Disney movie Onward, or the Pixar movie Onward, and he was saying, oh yeah, vote for Onward because this is so important. You will die if you don't vote. This is life or death situation. You must vote. And there's like I don't know what the context of the joke was, but like certain lines people saw and then were just like, heresy, and then like just went off on him. They're like, you think you know a person? Wow, so terrible. It's just, that's the stupidest thing to like get mad about. You just made a funny. Is there such thing as a funny anymore?
I don't know, but there are some people out there that just have 0 IQ.
Yeah. TikTok.
I more or less I mean, for everything I love about this country, holy shit, this country as a whole is fucking idiotic.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen how we're dealing with this whole pandemic thing?
Yeah. It's like it's weird because yeah, it's weird how masks have become a political thing.
I like how this pandemic has become a matter of political opinion.
Yeah, if you wear a mask, you're a stupid liberal. Or whatever that means. I still don't know much about politics other than, oh, Orange Man bad.
I just want to say how stupid this place is for every good thing there is.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to move to Germany now. I'm either gonna move to Germany or never leave this state.
Yeah. Das weiter.
Because Germany sounds really nice right about now.
Yeah. I think there's, like, I mean, obviously they have different politics and maybe, like, a less lenient freedom of speech. I'm pretty sure some European countries have, I almost said continents, that was gonna be the dumbest thing I could have said tonight. Like, I'm pretty sure they do have freedom of speech, but just different, I guess. Like, is Article 13 still a thing? Or, like, banning Article 13, or whatever that was? Is that not a thing anymore? I don't remember how that went down. Like the Ajit
Also,
Pai guy.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I fucking despise the quote-unquote leader we have right now.
Yeah. Orange Man bad.
Just the two... How has this country gotten to this point?
Yeah.
How?
It's like I keep getting presidential ads for him saying, like, there was one where he, like, brought up, you should vote me for president because, he does, like, all the other, like, economic stuff. But then he also says, like, I brought back, like, something 10 football. He's like, we don't care about that. You downplayed this whole thing. You killed 200,000 people. In a way.
Yeah, let's stop the tests. That'll lower the cases.
Let's vote twice because I want presidential. I want to be president.
Can we go back to when we had actual decent fucking human beings running for office?
Yeah.
And not you know.
And it's weird because
whatever this thing is, it's not even human at this point.
If you've seen the presidential debate, right?
No, I haven't actually, but I hear it asinine and stupid.
From what I've heard, I only watched snippets of it because I don't care right now because I don't have to care right now because I'm not a legal voter. I can't legally vote. So, like, all it was apparently was just them bickering back and forth like old men because we have to be electing 70 to 80-year-old men. It's like, can't we go, like, down a little bit, not have senile old men be president or something? And, like, they didn't get anything done.
I don't even know jack shit about Biden at this point.
Yeah, not really. I just know that my parents want him over Trump. For obvious reasons.
At this point, in my opinion, anyone's better than that.
Yeah.
Tub of lard as our president.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Careful, you might get canceled for saying things like that. Oh.
What's he gonna do? March over to my house and demand I shut up?
Oh, he might repeal Section 30 or whatever he said he was gonna do with Twitter. I don't know.
Something I did look up is that apparently he was gonna ban TikTok, but some judge decided that was out of his power to do.
Ah. Yeah, at this point, that's like
Trump
the one
actually
thing.
Did try and get rid of TikTok, which is the only props I can give him.
Yeah, there is like, maybe we should stop getting like crazy political.
Yeah, let's shut up about what the
before
fuck
this
going
goes
on
down
with
a
this
path,
country.
because I was gonna talk about like a certain thing that Trump was like saying he was gonna do, which I sort of think is an okay idea, which would be like pausing immigration. But I was gonna be like, yeah, someone is gonna like ram on me for saying anything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, let's just shut up about whatever's happening.
About Orange Man. Yeah. Is there any, like... I'm trying to think of something. I'm really trying to think of something.
I ranted for 30 minutes straight earlier.
Ah.
30 minutes at lunch.
Ah.
30 minutes at lunch talking about Dark Souls 2. And saying how much I both love and hate it.
Huh. Yeah. Oh my god, I gotta freaking get better at drawing body. Wait, so I watched a trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach a little bit ago. And I can say that it definitely looks different than the other games, not just for the reason because it's like a PlayStation release. But like, apparently it seems like the main animatronics, like the Freddy and like the crocodile guy, they seem to be on your side. Which is weird because in the trailer you hear like Freddy go like, "Quiet. I think she knows we're here." And it's like, oh, he's on our side now? Cool. And it's like, who's the bad guy? And it's like Vanny or Vinny or something. Is like this weird creepy plush rabbit character. That, by the way, there's already Rule 34 of. That I have seen before having context.
That's how fast the internet works. Need I bring up female Lombax from Ratchet and Clank trailer?
Yeah.
Not even like 5 seconds of screen time, and then you go anywhere near that site.
Dude, she had less than... This is weird. She had less than 3 seconds. Someone timed it. It was less than 3 seconds of screen time.
And that was clearly enough time for the internet to wrap its mysterious appendages around it.
Oh yeah, so you know how like people do a lot of stuff with Nick Wilde and Zootopia, stuff like that?
Kind of.
Apparently, I think I heard about this, but Disney like cracked down on that and said that people can't make money on that, so now they make money off of that. So Disney legally owns Rule 34. Something like that. I don't remember the exact like logistics of it. Zootopia, Disney.
Can't be fucking serious.
I'm trying to look at it. I'm looking it up right now. Oh no, wait, shoot. Oh, well, okay. Hold on. Disney. Oh, now I'm just kidding. Okay, alright, never mind. I need to stop digging. Never mind. Getting not great results. But there was a thing, I think, where Disney, like, was cracking down on, like, creators who were making money off of it. Maybe this was a joke or something. Okay, yeah, I can't really prove anything. I really don't know. But, I don't know, I remember hearing it, and it was like, oh, that's amazing. And then there was the thing with Meat Canyon and his Wabbit season video, where it got claimed by Warner Brothers. Like, legally claimed by Warner Brothers. And then he makes a video where, like, all of his, like, parody characters are, like, having a funeral for, like, the Bugs Bunny he had in that video.
Oh.
And then like, the Ed from Jawbreaker is, like, says, like, these, like, very cryptic things, and he's like, but most important of all, well, now that he has been legally claimed by Warner Brothers, it is now canon that Bugs Bunny was a struggling rapist all along. It's like, oh, didn't think about that one, did you, Warner?
For as freaking disturbing his animation style is,
yeah,
you gotta admit he's pretty clever.
It's freaking great. Did you see his most recent one?
No.
Of Winnie the Pooh.
No.
Don't. It's really bad.
All I know is that anything having to do with Meat Canyon, unless you want to be scarred for life, run the opposite way.
It's like Pooh was voiced by this like really wholesome creator who was like really good at doing Winnie the Pooh voices and did it for like he would go to Disney and then go up to like the characters and do like he goes up to Goofy's like, "Oh, hi there, Mick." I can't do Goofy's voice without it sounding really bad. But like so he voiced Winnie the Pooh in this. And I was like, "No, what are they having him do?" And then I watched the video and I came out thinking like, "Huh. I will never look at Winnie the Pooh the same again." Well, like obviously it doesn't affect me like that much, but it's still like really weird, like how he comes up with these things. I think he made it so that like Winnie the Pooh and all that stuff was Christopher Robin, like being like a middle-aged man living with his mother writing weird fan fiction. And it got like it was in my territory, if you know what I'm saying. It was in that territory.
Sure, whatever you say, mate.
No, I'm talking like the thing I'm drawing. That related territory, that genre. And it's like
in my opinion, two of like the weirdest animators on YouTube is, I forget the first guy's name, Daniel something.
Daniel, okay. And then
he's more live action stuff, and he makes the most disgusting looking live action props I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, is that the guy that made like the sports drink commercial where like the kids turn into like the drink and like morph around the city?
No, that was Rocket Jump.
That one was good. I liked that one. It was terrifying.
I can't remember what it was. No, this guy made. I'm trying to think of a good example.
Yeah.
I can't remember any of his videos actually, but I remember he makes some of the most disgusting looking live action props I've ever seen, primarily meat based.
Oh. Ew.
Like they're just a bunch of flesh blobs.
Ugh. Oh yeah, I think I've seen this guy. Is he like... Did he do the one thing where it was like, "Oh, my quarantine buddy"? Something like that.
I'd have no idea. I haven't kept up with it because I want to keep my sanity, but...
Okay, that's reasonable.
One of his videos was like he gets visited by an intergalactic space circus, and it's just like really disturbing and I don't know how to explain it, basically.
We're going into like some creepy stuff now. I like it.
And then, in my opinion, the second like most disturbing animator out there is, of course, Meat Canyon.
Yeah.
Meat Canyon. His art style is admittedly really good, but for fuck's sake, the way he can just take something like Ed, Edd n Eddy and absolutely horrifyingly make it into something else.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta like admire how he does it and like how he comes up with it. It's really like interesting. But it's also like, oh no. Why? How do you...
It's just like, God, why?
Yeah, it's just like, how do you even think of these things? Oh yeah, have you seen Little Runmo?
Yes, I am a fan of Gooseworks and her work.
Yeah. I didn't hear about... I like held off from it. I saw it and I was like, okay, this doesn't look too interesting. And then I watched it. Oh my god. The Meatball Man still scares me.
Oh, that doesn't bother me.
I'm not kidding. Something about it. It's either the music, the face, the like look of it, or just like, I don't know, something about it. It freaks me out. Cause like he starts like running along the long hallway, and then it's just like dun 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 dun. It's like, oh, what's common now? And then it starts doing like the weird like wah wah wah, that thing, and then it shows up from the darkness. And it's just no. I don't approve. It just unsettled me. Also, like the thing at the end where it's like the universe was being destroyed. It's like
Grumble Tombus Marble Eyes.
Oh my god, yeah, that thing. That was horrifying. Like, it was horrifying, but really cool. It was...
You gotta admit that the end of the universe song is a hell of a bop, though.
Yeah.
Though yes, I am a fan of Gooseworks and all of her work.
Yeah.
Even if it can get a bit uncanny at times.
Yeah. I always like some things I like about like uncanny things. It's
well, you see, the thing about Uncanny Valley is that it looks
okay,
decent.
Yeah, maybe I
it
don't
looks like relatively normal, but there's just something about it that triggers like you in some way, like bad CGI. Imagine that. Bad CGI, something that's supposed to look human, but in your mind, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah. Like, there wasn't there, like, the example of, like, that one talking robot that they had, where it was, like, I don't know, there's, like, a very, like, well-designed robot, but it just looked off. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, one thing I do like is like how Five Nights at Freddy's is like coming back in the animation community, but in a completely different way than it was like in 2014, because now people are embracing the horror of Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's amazing. Because like if you look at say Scrimpus McGrimpus, he did like a full story about it. And you legit feel terrified, like, if you're one of the people who's, like, I don't know. If you're, like, a certain type of person, you will be scared watching these. Like, if you don't like jump scares or the anticipation of jump scares, you will be terrified. And, like, they barely even use jump scares, really. It's only if, like, it's built up appropriately that they use a jump scare, sort of. It's mostly just psychological horror. And one of my favorite scary things from that series is, I think I talked about this, but it was like, where it was like the confession of Michael Afton, but on like a cassette, on like a old VHS tape. And like, he was, like, his face on the face that they showed, it looked normal. But, like, with the Uncanny Valley, something about his face and his smile was just way off. Even though it was, like, an actual person's face, it was just really creepy. And, like, the way he talked so calmly, and he was, like, saying, like, my name is Michael Afton. You may see me and think I'm a normal Joe. And I was like, I committed... And it's like, you may have heard about the murders at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. That was me. I killed them. And it's like, oh no, he's just admitting it. That's in this like calm manner too. And then he goes into the backstory about like the kid that died in FNAF 4 because the animatronic bit him on the head. Because the other kid, who was his brother, put his head in there. In like the jaws. And something messed up. You still there?
Yeah, one thing I'm gonna say about Five Nights at Freddy's at this point is, what the fuck can they add for security breach?
I don't know. It looks like it's in like
wasn't the last game Pizza, or wait, the last official game was Pizzeria Simulator, wasn't it?
I think, well, like, technically most of the FNAF games...
Help Wanted was as its separate thing.
Yeah, but, like, they still had, like, lore and secrets in it, which was very interesting.
No, I mean, like, in the official Five Nights at Freddy's canon, Pizzeria Simulator was the last one, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, Pizzeria Simulator is probably...
Because
yeah.
if that's the case, then how the fuck can they continue from the ending of that?
I just like how...
Is there gonna be another aft?
Yeah.
Is there gonna be another Afton in this security breach?
I don't know.
Or another...
It's weird. I'm excited for it. Yeah, another Afton. But like, back to what I was... Oh wait, never mind.
In the end of Pizzeria Simulator, everything gets burned in a giant trap set for the animatronics. Everything gets wrapped up in a nice little bow. Afton's dead.
Yeah. And then it's... yeah, and then they have the next one. I think there's a different antagonist. Well, like, obviously there's a different antagonist, but I don't know.
Though, from what I can remember about Help Wanted, it's Help Wanted is just a random glitch.
Like in the universe, or in like reality? What is? I'm confused now.
Help Wanted is a coded
theories.
game that was meant to contain a glitch in the glitch trap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There was the thing, like the tapes.
At first, it was just to like capitalize on, you know, the whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing. But then it became something much more when they found out about Glitch Trap, and so they made Help Wanted as a way to contain it. For what I remember, at least.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Like I was listening.
And the entire time you're there, Glitch Trap is trying to find a way out.
Yeah.
Through you.
Yeah. I mean, those are always really cool. I liked those. Oh, we got...
Then, I don't even remember what happened with the whole Jeremy thing.
Huh.
Because Jeremy was a big part of that, being like... Though I didn't pay too much attention and don't really remember what happened to him.
Yeah. So what I was saying about the Scrimpus McGrimpus thing. So it's like Michael Afton admitting that he killed those 5 kids in the pizzeria, and like it did more. Like sought out the most like rowdy of the bunch, like the biggest troublemakers, and offed them. Like specifically those kids because they reminded him of his own son, who killed his other son that he preferred. And like he always hated his other son. And what's scary is that like how calmly he's admitting this, and then like when he mentions his son Michael, which is the one that wore the foxy mask in FNAF 4, presumably in this lore anyway, he was like, you could hear his voice like get a little more agitated when he was speaking. It's like, oh no. And then he like breaks the fourth wall a little bit, and like you're supposed to be like in the perspective of Michael, like watching the tape, and he says like the creepiest thing that made me think I was gonna hear loud metal footsteps bursting up my stairs and into my room. It was that scary, and it was in the middle of the night too. That might have been it too. But like, so what he says is, I gotta go find it. I gotta go find what I typed in Kevin's server. Oh yeah. So he said like, I know you're watching this, Michael, and you need to know that and it's like, you should know that I remember that exact spot that tape was in. I look at it every single day, and I'll notice the smallest difference in its position. And he said, so Michael, so it's like, you better put this back as quickly as you can, Michael, and start running. And then it just cuts off. And,
so wait, what is this again?
Oh, it's Scrimpus McGrimpus, his FNAF series.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. It's really good if you like the horror aspect of FNAF. There's some really creepy shots in there too. Especially of like the Chica one that I submitted in my creepy stuff server, and like in my server. It's like, oh my god, that one creeped me out the first time I saw it. And it's like the model that they had for it, like you could see the like leftovers of the body hanging out of the animatronic suit. and like the mouth and the eyes had stuff coming out of it. I'm like, oh my god, they made this model. What is going on? I don't like this anymore. It's a really good watch. There's a lot of good story to it, and it's just it's so good. I love the psychological horror part of it too. I feel like it's fitting that I'm drawing a Halloween sketch while talking about all this creepy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a new topic, or is it?
Whatever you want, mate.
Have you seen strangest.mp4's videos?
No.
Strangest.mp4. Strangest.mp4. Oh, it's a Twitter guy. Oh, that's where the siren head thing came from. Okay, and then there's that. Oh, it's just a guy that posts like really creepy, like edited real life footage.
Yeah, I know
maybe
him.
that's not. That's not edited. Oh wait, where is it? Oh, I don't think that was edited. That's a freaking tornado touching down right next to somebody. Oh no.
Don't even bring that shit in here.
Oh, you don't like tornadoes? Oh, right, you don't like the thunder and storms and stuff.
It's the reason I don't like storms, because of a constant fear of a tornado coming in and fucking up my life.
Yeah, then you're really not gonna like that video, because you can see it. You can see the moment it starts to come out of the sky. It's like, oh, glory. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I don't like that. Oh, there's something under that snow. There's like a paw reaching out under the snow. Oh, that's fine. That's just a guy who was a frog under his like bed sheets or something. Alright. Okay, I've seen, like, is that the guy that posts, is Strangest MP4 the guy that posts, like, the strangest videos on the internet series?
No idea.
Is that, who that? Because those have sort of stopped being too scary, and have more just been into, like, oh, that's funny, but it's also weird. It's like funny creepy. That's what I'm gonna dub it. Funny creepy. So, he has a YouTube CS. Alright, so that is the guy I'm talking about. Yeah, I remember watching some of those videos. There was like a weird video of, it was like, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It was like a woman's singing coming from a sewer, and it was like in the same way each time it came up, and it was creepy because they went over to the sewer and it was like, oh, I don't like that. Where could that be coming from? I know it's probably edited, but oh yeah, there's a lot of creepy stuff on YouTube. A lot of controversial and like creepy things. Is there anything you want to talk about now? 'Cause I'm pretty much.
I'm good.
I'm pretty much done rambling for now about things. I genuinely don't know if I'm doing this mouth right. I guess I'll just... So I'll just start doing the line art now.
I'm playing a game called Achievement Unlocked.
Ooh.
Pretty fun game if you like, you know, lots and lots of pointless achievements.
Yeah. I think I've heard something like it. I don't remember. I think we're getting more progress done on this stream than I did the last art stream. Sort of in an hour of doing pretty much nothing. But yeah.
Your art's good though.
Thank you.
Oh, they just mentioned "Don't hug me, I'm scared" in the chat.
Yeah. Oh no.
I haven't actually watched the whole series, but I know the basic gist of it.
Yeah, my game design teacher last year for Halloween showed us the entire series of it. And it freaked me out the first time I saw it so badly that I was my heart was racing the entire time we were watching it in game design class. Even while I was trying to work, even the sounds triggered it. And I was like, no, I don't like it. I don't want it. It was that creepy. And then I don't even know what the full story is. It's people moving on. I think that's what it is.
You want to know what game theory said?
What?
It has two meanings, one in the real world and one in their world.
Yeah.
You have a show that became a victim of vicious capitalism.
Oh.
Because once a red guy leaves the show after episode 4, I think.
Yeah.
You notice a lot more ads for grain-based shit.
Ugh.
Because the guy that actually sponsors the show in the universe is Yellow Guy's dad named Roy.
Hmm.
Because Roy found Red Guy on an open mic night and decided to help Red Guy realize his dream of a kids show.
Ah.
And that's what you get. You get Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, that is plagued by Roy, who decides to throw his very afraid of everything son and allergic to everything son into a world where he is relentlessly punished for him getting... I forget the exact reasoning, but Roy really doesn't like his kid.
Hmm.
Who is supposed to be 35 or something.
Huh.
So yeah, this whole thing is just to torture Yellow Guy.
Well, that's not right.
I am still waiting on that one thing that was teased on Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared's YouTube channel about a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared legitimate TV show.
Oh. Apparently
that is going to happen in Britain.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that, that one, did you ever have, a history with Gumball? Did you watch it at all?
Yeah, I did.
Did you know that they did a collaboration between the people who made Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
Yeah, I know. It was the puppets.
Yeah, that was creepy. It was, I immediately recognized, oh yeah, that looks like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And then someone said, Someone was like, if it looks like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, that's because it is by the same people who made Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Like, it all makes sense now. I don't like this episode anymore. Yeah, and then, oh yeah, someone in, possibly Doomsday has said Marble Hornets. Ooh, that's a good one. I haven't actually watched Marble Hornets, I just know what it is. And that it was like a really good Slender Man documentary type thing. It was meant to...
Marble Hornets! Oh, Marble Hornets! Oh, I remember watching that.
And it was wasn't it meant to be like the main setup was like, oh, it's a student film, but it's being haunted by Slender Man at the same time?
Yeah. Well, in that universe, it's not technically the Slender Man. Instead, you have the Operator.
Ah.
And it's basically, yeah, it starts off as someone getting the student film set of Marble Hornets.
Yeah.
From a guy named I forget the guy's name, but he gets these videos from a guy named Alex, but Alex said to burn the tapes and not to watch them.
So naturally, you post them on YouTube.
As he's watching them, he finds more and more creepy shit on it, like how some tapes just are Alex running from something. And in some of the videos, you can see a weird figure in the background.
Yeah.
So, the cameraman for the first season decides to go searching for this. So he, brings up the people related to Marble Hornets, like a guy named Tim. You had other people, like, I think his name was Brad, and, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And as he's going further in, he then breaks into Alex's house, only to find it a decrepit mess.
Ooh.
He finds pills in the bathroom, I believe, with blood in the sink.
Oh.
And then he comes back out to find a guy on the chair with a mask that everyone calls Masky.
Yeah.
Because he has a mask.
Yeah.
He charges at the camera guy, and what is that? And there's a scuffle to where the camera guy manages to get out.
Yeah. Isn't it like in the Slenderman lore that like the Masky guy is like a proxy, which is just like a guy who...
Okay, basically
like
how it works is that Masky is Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Another guy later named Hoodie.
Ooh.
You remember Hoodie?
Yeah, I know who Hoodie is.
That is Brad.
Wasn't he in Slender the Arrival at one point or something?
I don't remember, but
there was a Hoodie
that
thing.
Hoodie is Brad.
Mm.
But the thing is that, well, you see, to make it so no one could figure out that Hoodie was Brad, they actually used different actors, so different body shapes would show up.
Ooh.
Yeah, people with Marble Hornets were pretty fucking meticulous.
Yeah.
But the way things work is that Masky is an alternate personality to Tim.
Uh-huh.
Whenever Tim becomes Masky, Tim is not in control. With Hoodie, I can't remember how it works, but I think it's mostly Brad in control. Or Brian. His name was Brian.
Okay. And he's just kind of like, yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna go and stabby.
In Marble Hornets, the operator doesn't really have a proxy, to my knowledge.
Hmm.
The closest thing you could call a proxy is Alex, as he is seen brutally murdering someone, only for the operator to come and steal the body away.
Ah.
Because in this universe, the operator can't exactly kill anyone.
He just kind of acts all spooky.
He only steals them and takes them to this little pocket dimension of it.
Yeah. So
that's where they die.
Ah.
but you could. Yeah. Also, a symbol of the operator is if you start coughing randomly, like having a really bad coughing fit. But Tim finds out in the last season that using the pills that he's been taking in his life, they actually help stop the operator.
Ooh. Cool. That actually sounds interesting. I kind of want to actually watch it now.
You can look up it. Then if you want to watch it, then I'll stop right now.
Yeah.
But I probably already spoiled a lot saying that Hoodie is Brian.
Oh, that's fine. I've kind of been. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, so driving away from.
There's a playlist on YouTube about like 170 videos wrong. Most of them are like. Most of them are not long. They're all just video recordings.
Yeah.
Really damn good ones.
Yeah. So driving away from the creepy stuff, there's like one thing
that and one more thing.
Yes.
If you're gonna watch Marble Hornets, there's another channel that you need to know about.
Yeah.
To the Ark.
Okay. Noah get the boat.
No spaces, no capitalization, just To the Ark.
Okay.
And when you're done with that, you might want to watch a story recap.
Okay. Alright, so this is not like a creepy thing, this is just an old internet thing. But I've been really interested in like watching videos about that, like you've heard of the Chris Chan guy? Like
kind of.
Like he's the guy who made that like weird Sonic Pikachu character.
Yeah.
You haven't heard of it? Or like not too much?
No.
It's like he's got like a whole like Wikipedia about him. Basically, like it started off as just like this weird like 20-year-old guy who made a really bad Sonic Pikachu Pokemon comic that was really terrible, made no sense. It was just all out stupid. And like when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, this guy, like they said, oh, he's autistic. So I'm like, okay, well maybe that's just like, he doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. He just made like some bad stuff, some weird, like not great like comics. And then people decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna screw with this guy and troll him. And it's like, well, now you guys are just being jerks. And then I go deeper down the rabbit hole, figure out that like yes, he does have autism, but it's like this guy is basically like a man-child, and he like it's like, I'm not trying to be like completely like an absolute a-hole, but it's like, God, some of the stuff he did, like some of the stuff he did was like really controversial, and he doesn't seem to understand like what's real and what's not, and what he like does is wrong, sort of. It's like he got a friend who like he wanted to be with, but she kept on like saying like, oh, I don't want to be with you in that way. And then he ends up like drawing people, like he doesn't like it when people call him gay, because apparently he's like, I don't know. It's a weird rabbit hole. It's a really weird one that I can't really explain. So he like draws like lewd art of him doing sexual acts to that friend, and then he doesn't understand like that was wrong. It's like, oh, that is not cool, dude. And yeah, it just got like really bad. If you want to, I don't recommend going into it, because it's just weird and sad to see how this guy turned out. But it's definitely interesting and weird. So, what were you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, okay. I just heard you like speak up a little bit, so I was giving you a chance. Yeah, it's just a weird, like, stupid thing that I've been like looking at. How long has this song been playing? Have we been? Oh, never mind. But yeah, I both recommend it if you're curious, and don't recommend it because it's a really big rabbit hole, like a really deep one. and some of it is pretty messed up. So, yeah, that's my little, oh, I found out about this thing over the summer. Yeah.
Did I mention I have the entire Borderlands collection at this point?
Yeah, I remember you said something about that. I need to actually start drawing again. I freaking forgot.
Yeah, I have Borderlands 1, 2, pre-sequel, 3, and Tales from the Borderlands.
Nice.
Though I hear 3 might be pretty bad if I get to it.
Oh yeah, I think I heard. I saw you texting about some of that. Maybe you saw it in another voice chat. I don't remember. I just remember vaguely stuff. I mean, I don't know. Like, are you gonna stream that stuff? Or...
Yeah, when I get down to it.
Okay.
Though I am gonna finish pre-sequel first, because I'm currently in the middle of beating the final boss of the DLC for pre-sequel.
Okay.
Though it would be going much smoother if the boss didn't have a health bar the size of fucking Jupiter. Legit. As much as I love Borderlands and all the zaniness that entails, yeah. I can't give less of a shit about its bosses, though. Like, the bosses are decent at best, but they're not gonna win any records.
Yeah.
But this boss that I'm stuck on feels like they accidentally made a raid boss a required boss. It just has that much health and shield.
Wow.
Still haven't... I managed to get it to like 1/8 of its health left, but it still like one-shot me. If you excuse me, I'm gonna stay quiet for a bit because suddenly my stomach feels like I shouldn't be talking anymore.
Okay.
You can continue talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. Oh shoot, yeah, I haven't been keeping up to date with JoJo at all. I got up to part like shoot, yeah, what part did I even get up to? It was like episode something of part 4. Other than that, I don't really.
I still need to watch JoJo.
It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Ow. Hick. Still think it's weird that Steve is in Smash now.
I know.
It's like, oh. It's like that's like the last thing that I expected. But it's also weird because like Nintendo apparently had some like interaction with Microsoft. And it's like last time it's like, so basically any company that Sakurai or Nintendo has like contact with has a possibility, if they have a video game, is gonna end up getting into Smash. Because it technically happened with Toby Fox and Sans, because Sakurai like went over to his house and like hung out for a bit, and they decided to put Sans as a Mii costume. Oh my god. Oh wow, and it's playing Undertale music as I'm talking about this. Perfect timing. But yeah, Steve, it looks good. I'm scared to play against him though, mostly because I just suck at Smash in general. But I'm definitely excited to see how it actually like feels to play against him.
Oh, believe me, I will definitely be trying to master this weird and unorthodox character.
Yeah. Comes out on the 13th. I know that. Why does my
Yeah,
date and time?
me and Gabe already decided that yes, we're gonna be playing that day.
Yeah.
Day 1, we're gonna be battling each other with Steve and drawing totally not phallic objects.
Nah. Yeah.
No, we're gonna be good boyos, and we're not gonna draw any. We're not gonna make anything semi-subjective.
We're gonna be good boys and girls. That's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna be Puro level.
That's still drawing a line, but alright. Pearl level's still got a little bit of sauce to it.
Oh.
Oh wait. Oh, pure. That's okay. I keep forgetting that that's the Spanish word for pure. That's what you meant, right? What did
I just meant Puro.
why did I just get so confused? I was like, my mind went to changed, and then you were just like, oh, like you didn't expect me to like expect that to be like possibly lewd. And I was like, oh, he probably meant the Spanish word for pure. I genuinely don't. I'm confused now. My brain hurt. I need to keep drawing.
I know, thinking sucks.
Yeah. Okay, so you meant the changed Puro, right?
Yes, the changed Puro,
Okay.
the black one.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that one.
The one that almost looks like that one SCP that you get on your phone.
Yeah. Dragon Snow, you got some explaining to do for that one. Phone SCP. Oh, SCP-1471. I think is the name. Yeah.
Yeah, Mallow.
A villain's Wikipedia.
You know, the one SCP that doesn't seem to be doing jack shit to anyone?
Yeah, it just kinda spooks. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've also been listening to some SCP readings, and I found out that with, like, you know about SCP-1, right?
Well, I mean, there's like 7 different interpretations
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, I was like, oh, that's amazing, I love that. Because, like, I'm sure people wrote stuff for 1, but they wanted to keep it, like, anonymous, like, so we don't know what it actually is until they actually get a, like, really, really good story. Because isn't that what they were waiting for? Or was it the rule always, like, this should never be written, like, at all?
Well,
something.
in universe explanation is that they don't want anyone to actually know what SCP-1 was.
Okay.
Because that would... because it's the first... It would mean the first SCP ever contained.
Yeah.
If it even was contained. Because SCP-1 could either be When Day Breaks. You know, that one where the sun betrays everyone and turns everyone into weird flesh demons.
Melty, gross blobs, yeah. And then there was like the Guardian Gate or something, like the big wing guy.
The angel that just told the owner to prepare.
Yeah. And then there was also one where it was just, oh, some people saw a demon-looking creepy thing walking around. And then that was the first one. And then one is a sheaf of papers.
Another interpretation, I believe, is the factory.
I don't know. I only looked at 3, but like the ones that were on the YouTuber's site.
Also, I learned more about the chief researchers there, like Kendraki.
Ooh. I'm still lost on
Kendraki,
some of the lore.
Clef, Bright.
Oh, I know about Dr. Bright. I know wasn't he the guy who
Everyone
was...
knows Dr. Bright. If you know anything about SCP, chances are you know Bright.
Wasn't that the guy who was tasked with killing SCP-096? Like the shy guy?
No. Bright's the immortal guy. You know, the guy that doesn't give a fuck about life anymore because he literally can't die.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't think I've heard about that one. I didn't know that was him.
You don't know about Dr. Bright?
I've heard the name. I just don't know his story.
Basically, well, no one really knows how he became immortal through the amulet he always wears.
Oh.
Because
it's always
Bright
an amulet.
So here's basically how it works.
Yeah.
Bright isn't the person; he's the amulet the person is wearing.
Oh. Cool.
Because the real Dr. Bright died long ago in some breach accident.
Hmm.
But he just so happened to be carrying that amulet, and his consciousness got sucked into the amulet.
Hmm.
And because of that, his consciousness now exists within the amulet, and anyone who puts on the amulet immediately exhibits his personality.
Oh, that's cool.
But if the amulet is left on for too long, that person becomes a permanent clone of Bright.
Ooh.
So he constantly has to switch who he's inhibiting.
Hmm. Cool.
But Bright basically doesn't give a fuck anymore about anything because consequences for him have kind of ceased to exist.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole not being able to die thing.
Can't, like, they destroy the amulet or something?
Well, I
Does that not
mean,
work?
the Foundation would never do that because of how valuable Bright is.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Not only is he immortal, he's a pretty damn good researcher, to be honest, if a bit unhinged.
Yeah.
There's literally a page on the SCP Foundation site that's labeled 50 things Dr. Bright is not allowed to do. One of them being SCP speed dating never existed.
Speed dating.
Speed dating.
Like the thing where you go to, like, a mixer and, like, have 30 seconds to actually talk to a person?
I guess.
Oh, I don't know. Why was that where my mind went?
And the fact that Dr. Bright apparently sold Mallow porn to people.
Hmm. Yeah.
In universe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other stuff. Oh yeah, he had a chainsaw launcher.
That's awesome. Scary.
And apparently he's not allowed to use those anymore.
It's because it's a freaking chainsaw launcher.
He managed to convince several people that they can tame 682.
Oh my god, wow. So he's not allowed, like, in the vicinity of that?
Basically, he's just a giant dick at this point.
Yeah.
Because, again,
Can't
the
die.
concept of death to him is kind of lost.
Yeah. In short, I do not have permission to die.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm looking it up now.
Okay. Possibly says SCP-002 is even weirder. I think that's just the living room. Like the big ball, and then everything in the living room is made out of, like, somebody's, like, body parts and tissue.
The things Dr. Bright is not allowed to do at the Foundation.
Yes. I mean, at least he, like, complies with those things, sort of.
There are 288 things.
Oh my god. Whoa.
200. Well, I'm gonna be here a while then.
Alright, well, you can, like, you can just, like, blast through them or, like, not explain.
I'll go to 50 for now.
Okay, alright, here we go, down the rabbit hole.
Reviewed list. Please note, no more additions are being allowed. The list is meant as a joke, and not an actual depiction of how the character Dr. Bright acts.
Ah.
Rule 0.5.
A 0.5?
Dr. Bright is definitely not allowed to discuss this list in any interviews on YouTube.
That.
Dr. Bright, number 1, Dr. Bright is not allowed to feed anything with peanut butter to Kane.
Kane. Okay.
2. Telling new researchers that you can tame 682 with a rolled up newspaper and a tummy rub is right out. 3. No longer allowed to challenge Abel to unwinnable games like tic-tac-toe. It was 3 weeks before Abel conceded a draw.
Unbeatable game. Tic-tac-toe is like not... What?
SCP-018 is not to be taunted.
Oh. I don't think you should
Giving
taunt
113 to...
But, yeah. Alright, continue. I wasn't trying to interrupt.
Okay, right, where was I? 5. Giving 113 to Diogenes is just plain pointless. 6. Attempting to disprove 343 to 343 is a horrible idea. Agents are still studying the resulting paperweight, supposedly so heavy that 343 will not be able to lift it. Should not be able to lift it.
Oh.
7. While it is true that no one expects the SCP Inquisition, that is only because there is no such thing. Nobody expects the SCP Inquisition.
Haha.
That's a Monty Python reference.
Ah.
8. Dr. Bright is not king of anywhere, or queen. Number 9. SCP-963 is not to be used for recreational or procreational purposes. I think that's the marijuana blunt.
Ah. Oh, yeah, the 420J.
Or no, wait, that's 420J. SCP-10. Or, not SCP-10. 10. Although it is entirely possible to use SCPs currently under control of the Foundation to create tentacle monsters, no.
Oh.
Not even if Dr. Palmer asked nicely.
That. It's tentacle.
11. There is no market for SCP brand pornography. No, not even in Germany.
Well, they'd be surprised. There's some stuff,
12.
mostly of the...
Should not replace the buckshot and Dr. Clef's shotgun shells with any of the following: birdseed, confetti, cake sprinkles, sawdust, or glitter. Dr. Clef is a guy that takes responsibilities into his own hand.
Yeah. This guy is... Okay, this is making him sound like he's some kind of, like, cartoon villain. Where he's just like, yeah, I put confetti into your deadly weapon.
He's not actually like this, he's more stable, but...
Yeah.
More, like,
just...
he's more like Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, like, existentially depressed.
Here, go pet this giant lizard. You'll be able to tame it. You'll be able. Trust me.
13.
Belly rubs.
The Better Business Bureau is not the correct agency for dealing with containment failures from horrible Eldritch artifacts sold by Marshall, Carter, and Dark.
Ah. So the FBI.
Marshall Carter and Dark is one of the SCP like originators or something. Like they make SCPs.
So basically, when it comes to the FBI, just don't.
Victims of SCP-217 are not toys, nor are they to be used as props at a steampunk convention.
Oh.
I think 217 is the clockwork virus. You know, the virus that slowly turns people into robots.
I haven't heard of that one, actually.
15. Dr. Bright is not allowed to bargain with personnel for their souls, not even if he can get them for a good deal. 16. Don't let Dr. Bright get a sample of SCP-379. Let my laptop be the last victim. 17. Not allowed to go off my medication. 18. May not use any form of the word accident as an excuse. 19. Violate the dress code even on casual Fridays. No matter how many times you say please, Dr. Bright, we won't put any of the hats you've been asking about into the dress code.
Hats.
20. If an SCP file says never to do something, it is not because we want to control your mind. Yes, it is. No, it's not, and Dr. Bright may not edit this document.
Yes,
yeah, there's
it
a
is.
crossed out section. There's a crossed out section here saying yes, it is.
That's funny. That's really funny.
21. SCP-437 is not to be handed out as weaponry to unsuspecting new researcher.
Oh.
22. Data redacted on 05 request, not even for recreational use. 23. Not allowed to send Nigerian-esque spam email to the Church of the Broken God.
That's awesome. I'm loving
24. Not allowed to lead a mobile task force against the UIU under any circumstances without involving Dr. Clef at all. In fact, just stay 500 feet away from any mobile task force at all times. Number 25. Not allowed to end reports with lyrics from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. but is allowed to end lyrics... Okay, Addendum 1. But is allowed to end with lyrics from the safety dance.
It's kind of funny.
The interpreter...
Imagine he's just like, SCP-69 is very dangerous. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
And then Addendum 2 of 25. The interpreted dance routine, however, is forbidden for the foreseeable future. Crossed out, it says, until he gets lessons. Interpretive dance, my favorite.
Oh, no.
26. Dr. Bright is not allowed anywhere near a Renaissance festival, especially not with D-class in garb.
Come on, the freaking Ren Fair is fun. It's hot,
27.
but it's fun.
SCP-963 is not a joy buzzer.
Oh.
What was 963 again?
Hold on. I don't remember. I just heard joy buzzer and I was like,
SCP-963 is not a joy buzzer.
963 is... Oh, it's an amulet.
Oh! He's using his amulet as a joy buzzer.
I gotta look up what does that mean? Hold on.
The amulet, the thing Dr. Bright himself is in.
Joy buzzer. It's the zappy thing. Okay.
Yeah, you know, the thing you strap onto your hand and then handshake people and give them a zap.
Yeah, my mind went into the gutter a little bit.
28.
I thought joy buzzer was like the that thing.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
28. If a mind controlling SCP is discovered, it is to be turned over to the proper authorities. It is not to be used to advance himself or others higher in the Foundation. Kondraki. Kondraki is one of the researchers who has a very big penchant for butterflies.
Oh. Hello for the
like, there's an SCP that's a massive swarm of butterflies.
Yeah.
Kondraki has a weird relationship with that thing.
Oh.
Being is that the butterflies can literally project an image of him in the swarm.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, the Foundation's still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with there.
They like him.
Dr. Bright is not a superhero of any sort, head of public relations, in charge of orientation for new staff, a doctor of psychology, a member of Site Command, made out of bacon, in possession of IQ over 300, head of SCP review, or a member of maintenance staff. Sorry boys, Dr. Bright is a member of Site Command. It's usually not best to ask why. It's 05 Command you're thinking of.
Made of bacon?
Look, he's probably convinced other poor bastards.
I mean, in the SCP world, would it really be that, like, insane to believe that someone's made of bacon?
He's also not allowed. He is also apparently not in possession of an IQ over 300 like Eggman.
I seriously think it's funny, because, like, you say something insane in the SCP world and like on that site. But literally that site is like full of the most insane stuff, so whatever you say, there's probably something more insane. So being made of bacon probably isn't the most insane thing there. There probably will be an SCP made of bacon.
So anyway, number 30. There is no ethics committee. And even if there was, does anyone believe Dr. Bright would be on it? As anything other than what not to do? Yeah, Dr. Bright is not the head in an ethics committee. 31. No longer allowed to make up yodels for morning calisthenics. Yes, this includes the Mickey Mouse Club song.
Hoist the leader of the club would think for me, and I forgot how to sing that.
Dr. Bright is not allowed to apply SCP-963 to any major political figures. Again.
What was... Oh, 963 was the... Oh, never mind, okay.
He's not allowed to put that on anyone of political importance.
Again.
Imagine if the big plot twist of the century is that Trump has the amulet on and Dr. Bright is fucking with us.
Trump was Dr. Bright confirmed.
And he's been fucking with us the entire time.
Possibly Doomsday says, man, I love these streams. I'm glad you like them. Hope to do some more of these.
Oh, it gets better.
Yeah.
Number 33. Dr. Bright is not from an alternate timeline. Dr. Bright cannot issue orders to preserve the timeline, or to correct, or to corrupt the timeline, or to screw with those history nerds. Basically, you want me to reread that?
No, I got it.
34. Dr. Bright is not allowed to challenge anyone to a duel and then give them SCP-572. Dr. Bright is not allowed near SCP-5555J in any way or any excuse. Remember what the miniature versions did to Dr. Blank. Dr. Clef and Dr. Bright are not allowed to interact without the presence of a responsible administrator. Dr. Kondraki does not count as a responsible administrator, nor does Agent Strela or Dr. Mann. In fact, let's just keep the two of them apart, period.
Hold on, I'm trying to look up what SCP-5555J is. Hold on.
I have a click link right here.
Okay, it is... it's a machine that turns people into chibi characters.
Oh. You want to know the weirdest SCP I've come across on this site?
Facebook, what?
I forget the name. I forget the number of it, but it was titled "Literal Jellyfish Condoms."
Oh, that's a prank to play on your significant other.
It sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous, but the actual thing is fucking actually disturbing.
Oh. Is it like you put
let's
on...
not get into the jellyfish condoms.
It's like you put it on and then something goes in.
There's also another one that's titled, "Help, I'm dummy thick and my ass keeps attracting salarymen." Dead serious on that, but it's just a giant eyeball.
I'm trying to escape... I'm trying to escape the nine-tailed fox, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap on my butt cheeks keeps alerting the guards. Running through the halls, you just hear an echoed like.
We just finished the rule saying that Dr. Clef and Dr. Bright are nowhere allowed near each other.
Ah.
Oh, here's the one I was talking about earlier. 37. Chainsaws are not the solution to every problem. Nor is more chainsaws. Or chainsaw cannons. And then addendum to the chainsaw cannons is, except for that one time, and yes, it was awesome.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's freaking amazing.
38. SCP speed dating never happened. Anyone who claims to remember such an event should report to Site Command for administration of Class A amnesiac.
I think that's what they have to give when they see, like, the shark SCP. Because if they describe it, then people, like, get sucked into it in any form of water.
More like, I forget exactly what this was called, but it was like an entire site that got transported to another dimension.
Oh.
Yeah, like an entire site from another dimension got turned into this dimension, and they went through it and discovered an SCP that wrote info hazards on it.
Oh.
So every time someone viewed the writing it made, they basically became brain dead and kind of became zombies.
Oh.
And you see, they had no idea of this. It's a really interesting story you should look up. I forget, but I wish I remembered what the SCP was called.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Onward.
Dark 39. Dr. Bright is not allowed to use any SCP to alter or affect the outcome of any reality-based television shows, including but not limited to Survivor, Big Brother, Hell's Kitchen, American Idol, or any dating show on VH1.
Nah.
Not even if Dr. Wright asks nice.
That's funny. I don't understand Big
And
Brother.
we're on the home stretch. 40 to
Yeah.
50. Dr. Bright is not allowed to administer spankings to Dr. Wright as punishment, as it only causes more rules to be broken. No, it doesn't matter that they are both consenting adults, no matter how much either of them argue otherwise. Dr. Wright is not allowed to spank the monkey, or is he allowed to shock the monkey, or anything else related to the monkey.
When it comes to the monkey, no. That's
Nor is he
amazing.
allowed, Oh, Dr. Wright's is a girl.
Oh.
Dr. Wright's not allowed to spank the monkey, nor is she allowed to shock the monkey, or anything else related to the monkey.
No monkey. How dare they revoke me of my monkey privileges?
Okay, SCP-082 is not to be given song requests, especially not Like a Virgin.
But,
I don't remember 82.
I'll look at SCP-0.
842, accidentally spilling green gelatin on a dead body in the presence of the O5 was funny exactly once.
Wait, is it just 82? That was the last one? The song request?
082.
Oh, that's Fernand. That's Fernand the Cannibal.
Oh. Yeah, the cannibal. Forgot about him.
Yeah.
The
The thing
SCP, 42. Accidentally spilling green gelatin on a dead body in the presence of the O5 was funny exactly once, and the smell of excrement exuding from O52's khakis spoiled the moment.
Oh.
Also, did I mention that Bright actually has some family members in the SCP universe?
Ooh.
One of them, he actually has two brothers, I think. Both of them are SCPs.
Cool.
Both of them are being very, very harshly treated.
Not so cool.
I think one of them's in a coma, actually.
Oh.
And the other is, like, growing to impossible heights.
Oh.
You know, while his bones kind of can't keep up like that.
Oh, so he's just a big old meat pile with some bones
No,
in there.
the SCP Foundation is trying their best to keep him alive, but still. I mean, I'm not saying his bones literally aren't together. I'm saying that the way he's growing, his body structure can't handle it.
Ah. Alright.
It's basically like the world's tallest man.
Yeah. Possibly is saying, what's your favorite SCP? Mine is the one that you can't say. Or the one that you can't talk about or something, say in the name of. I don't know. I don't really know if I have a favorite SCP. I don't know too much really about
I
it.
can't remember. I had a favorite, but I can't remember what it was.
Hmm.
Though, yeah, the one you can't say, I think it was 2851. That one was good.
Hmm.
Yeah, basically it's an SCP where you can't do anything outside of basic pictures, otherwise it will kill you.
Oh, Panda. Panda says? What about the toaster? Oh, you mean
Oh
me?
yeah, that thing
Yeah.
that can only be referred to in the first person.
Yeah, you mean me? Yeah, I'm cool like that. I'm a really
999. Yeah, 999 was really fun.
I'm a really cool SCP. I'm a toaster. Alright, I'm done. I'm talking about it like that. It's weird. Yeah, that's a weird one. Alright, and then 999. It's weird because, like, I thought safe SCPs were, like, totally safe ones, but, like, they still have some danger. Like, 999 can still kill you by, like, accidental suffocation or something. If it, like,
Did you realize
snuggles you too much.
999 could possibly save the entire universe?
Yeah, because it's one of, like, the children of something.
Well, it's just one interpretation. It could be the result of letting 99 or 910 Montauk stop and let the girl give birth, or it could be that it's just a random SCP they found and 910 Montauk is still going on.
Oh. Right.
That's the thing about the SCP universe. You're never given an explicit answer.
Alright. Which number are we on right now?
Let's see here. I was on 43.
Okay. Alright. I'll just,
Dr. Bright is no longer allowed to utter the phrase more than 1,000 babies in the presence of any SCP personnel.
More than 1,000. Oh no.
44. Nothing in the Foundation is rated over 9,000. 45. Stop posting classified information on 4chan.
Ah, well, they'll just think it's fake anyway. It's 4chan.
46. No using SCP-705 for personal gain, or to plant monitoring equipment. And absolutely no giving them tons of extra Play-Doh just to see what they can make. That mecha was damned annoying.
Militaristic Play-Doh. Huh. Oh, there's a Minecraft mod for it.
47. If it involves doing something wrong, it isn't right. 48. If it involves something right, you did it wrong. 49. If Dr. Bright has to ask, it's above his clearance level. If it's above Bright's security clearance, run. And the money number 50. Dr. Bright is not allowed to declare war on any country, thing, or person.
Good. Good.
Now, would you want me to stop there, or do you want me to go a bit further?
I was gonna stop the stream for tonight. It's getting a
Then I'll stop there, and next
Yeah.
stream I'll continue on.
Next stream.
Next stream I'm gonna continue this. Damn it!
Yeah.
Oh my God, this list is fucking mental.
It's amazing. I love it. Next stream might be changed, by the way. So,
All right, I'm still gonna be rattling off these things.
yeah. I'll see how that. I feel like that's gonna be really funny. Like, we're going through this, like, oh, goo invaded area, I could die at any second, and you're just reading off things that Dr. Bright isn't allowed to do.
Yeah, you know, like sell
utter.
SCP, like sell SCP branded porn.
They have a lot of people to talk about doing that because people have an affinity for that phone one.
Mallow 1482, I think.
1471. Is it dangerous? Mallow or the
1471
Wendigo?
is not known to be dangerous at the moment.
It's just they said it's extremely
It just
scary.
kind of
From
stands
Amazon,
there.
What the heck? From Amazon.com. It's extremely scary, but isn't all that harmful. What the frick is Amazon? No. Looking at the SCP wiki.
I'm trying to think of like an SCP that I legitimately like.
Yeah.
I like a lot of them, but there are others that I just...
Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream for now. So. Yeah. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. And, yeah, see you in the next stream, be it gaming or art. And I'll be back with some friends, too.
Night, you